Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to do a quick tutorial today on how to install Talon grips. First of all, you guys know that I do not like hard texture, grippy texture on my firearms. That really digs into my stomach, it really digs into my hand, and I just don't really like that. I'd rather take a soft, rubberized grip texture on there than I would going and getting it stippled. So I found this company on, I think it was Amazon. I was watching a few YouTube videos on people that had this done, and I saw the rubber grip on there, and that is exactly the kind of grip I was looking for. Something that gives you a little bit of grip, but it's not going to destroy your hands, and it's not going to destroy your stomach as you were carrying it. So I'm going to install that today. Basically what you need for the Talon grips is obviously you need the grip, and they send you a alcohol wipe. You do not need to use the alcohol wipe when you are putting this on. I will use it just to kind of show how to do it with the alcohol wipe. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Mine doesn't really need it because it's not dirty by any means, but you just take this thing open. Okay, it's just a really small one. All right, and you're just going to wipe the outside of your grips. You need to make sure this is dry before you are done. So, to put it on, I'm going to take that off of there. Don't need the top part, that's irrelevant. All right, you just need the bottom part when you are doing this. This is nice and dry now, a little couple spots there. Okay, but I'm going to set this guy down. It's easier to set it down as you are doing this. I always like to start on the left side with the mag release first because this Talon grip has a little mag release part, and I kind of just slowly fold it around. So I always take the first third of this off of there. I've not done this with a Shadow Systems before. I've only done this with Glocks, so stick with me here. I'm going to try to get my big hands out of the way as I'm doing this. So I just try to sneak it right around there. Press it where you want it, nice and soft. Make sure it's in the right spot. There you go, so you can kind of see it. Next, I'm going to peel the second third off. Some people like to peel the whole thing off. I'm not that way. I like to stick it on, leave it on there as much as humanly possible. Okay, so that first part is on there. I'm going to flip it around this way. Just kind of press it on there right now. You can always adjust it later. I like to make sure that's nice and tight there. And then this part goes up on top. Try not to go too high with it. Alright. Now what you're supposed to do here is you are supposed to tuck this underneath. So I'll show you what they want you to do. They want you to take this part off. This part you first did, tuck it underneath, and then put this on top. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Really what I do with these Talon grips is I actually cut along this line here, and then I unfold it, and then I take that extra part off so it's nice and flat. I'm not going to do that right now. That's something I'm going to have to do not behind a camera because it's really hard to see behind this camera. But I make sure that everything is where I want it. It should go down a little bit more. Ideally, you don't want to cover up that part because that's your trigger control group. Okay, I'm going to try this. Try this one more time. This is hard to do behind the camera. Okay, this is why I'm doing this, because you live and learn. Okay, so if you have a CR920, you're trying to get this piece as low as humanly possible here. So get that as close to the mag well as you can. Alright, that is better. See, this is why I do this. I do this for you guys. Okay? And then I'll show you guys in a second what I mean. Go as far down as possible. Okay, good. Oh, now we're looking a lot better. Okay. Yep, and then this piece goes as low as humanly possible. Okay, now we're talking. Try to stretch this piece a little bit up. Try to stretch this piece up a little bit. Okay, you really want to make sure it's not hitting that, because when you press the mag release, that actually pops up. So you don't want any grip tape over top of that part. And the last part, we are going to go around one more time. Like I said off camera, I am going to cut that excess part off so it's nice and smooth all the way around. But yep, that is good right there. Okay, yep, see what I'm talking about? Making sure that pin and pin is not covered up by the grip tape, because that's how you take your trigger control group out if you're going to mess around with anything internally on this gun, which I most likely am going to do because that's the kind of person I am. I think this is going to feel much better shooting it and carrying it. So now that I have this set exactly where I want to, I'm going to go grab my wife's old hair dryer. My absolutely gorgeous wife donated me her old hair dryer, and it works great for this kind of thing. So what we're trying to do is you're trying to form this onto the gun. So you kind of want to go to the heat setting. You can go high if you want, but it's going to be really hard to hear me. And then you can do this with the heat gun as well, where you just go all the way around the gun. And this actually forms it right onto the firearm. I won't force you to watch that very much longer, but after you get that nice and heated up, press your hands on there, make sure it's formed right to the gun, and boom, there you go. Talon grips are installed. Alright, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.